G'day, welcome back to Captain History with me, Jenny. Today's episode, we're going to be making some laptops because it's one of the final things I haven't done. I haven't supplied enough laptops for all the children. They don't all get a laptop each whilst going through school, which is sad. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. But the good news is we have a sponsor. We have a sponsor who's decided to sponsor today's episode and has promised to provide a laptop for every single child. And today's sponsor is a wonderful YouTube member who has decided that they could definitely provide all the laptops, and it is going to be Mr. Jeff Lackintosh, who has definitely promised he will provide a Lackintosh PC for every single child in the colony, which is good. We definitely very much appreciate it. Also, it shall raise the unity. We also have a couple of problems, as you can see on the right hand side, we sort of need to deal with before we get into our laptops. Just like Jeff has promised that he will definitely take the trash and dump it in the sea for us, because he is such a kind and wonderful sponsor. Thank you, Jeff, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. Thank you for driving this dump truck, and thank you for keeping the channel ad-free. Speaking of ad-free and people and problems, that's the first thing we need to solve. So first thing I'm going to do is unpause a house to build a house, and unpause a house to let some more people move in. Next thing we need to do is we have mind control towers that have nothing to dig. The good news is we're going to come over here and we are going to drop the trees down to ground level, because they are no longer going to be retained inside their retaining walls. They're going to be released into the wild, where I'm thinking we just tunnel down and we bury them at the bottom of the earth. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but that is going to be the first thing we need to do. Second thing we need to do is come over here. Over here we have our second mining control tower, which has a tiny bit of coal that I missed. That is officially the last coal on the map, so we're going to send in the little baby digger to go deal with that problem. Next problem we have is a long-going, outstanding problem, which is a high amount of animal feed. Now, animal feed, we're taking the excess animal feed, running it over here, and burning it off, which has been fine. It's been great. It's been saving some coal, which is good and bad. One thing I could definitely do with would be more animals. Hence, more animal feed is a great problem, because as you may see here, we have a lower supply of uranium ore. We're getting uranium ore from two different places. One is mining it. We have 12 over here, which is enough to run one reactor. Plus, I have 24 over here, which is enough to run another 2 reactors. Plus, I have a food, that one. I have food packs for uranium ore contract, which is the third place we're getting our uranium from. And as we can see, the boat's currently unloading. But this is small modules, so they take 4 months to unload. And the ship's on reduced fuel, so it takes 6 months to do a turnaround. So it means we can currently complete this contract no sooner than 10 months. The problem is it takes me about 12 months to make enough food packs, because the belts that carries in either meat or eggs, we just don't have enough. Don't have nearly enough meat and eggs. So I need more meat and eggs. The best place to get meat and eggs from is chicken houses. So we are going to just build a few more chicken houses. Be more exact, we're going to build 3 chicken houses and make sure all the output belts are plugged in and running over into the meat and the eggs line. So that's going to be the very first thing we're going to do. We're probably also going to upgrade that belt, make it run faster, because I can, and that should get some chicken farms up and running. Now, chicken farms are going to provide us more eggs and more meat. Now, as for the amounts they make, if we click on one of these guys, we're going to get out 7 eggs each and 10 meat. Now, if I look at these guys, if I put in 6 eggs, that'll let me run 1 machine. As I'm going to get 7 times 3, that means, well, I should be able to unpause that machine and run 2 more machines, roughly, on the amount of eggs we're getting. Probably a little bit extra. On top of that, we're going to get out chicken carcasses. We're going to get out 10. 10 times 3 of them is 30. 30 chicken carcasses into this brand new machine I've tagged on will give me 15 meat. 15 meat, if we come back over here, should be enough to run 2 of these with ease. And then with a little bit of leftover eggs I have and a little bit of leftover meat I have, I should be able to run one more of these. So with all that done, I should be able to run every single one of these machines flat out, which means they make 12 and I have 680 parts worth, which is 40 parts each. So we go 680 divided by 40 means I have 16 machines producing 12 each. Multiplied by 12 is 192 parts. 192 parts means, if we come over here, so I go 160 divided by 192 means 11.25 months. It's still going to take me 11.25 months to complete that contract and get in that uranium. I do need it to be less than 12 months, which now technically it is. But if I can add in more chicken farms, then we can get the time down even lower. Now, of course, chicken farms means I need to actually populate them with chickens. So we're going to max that out, take it down by 1, max you out, take you down by 1, and max you out, and take you down by 1, which means they've got 450 apiece, and these guys should all have a little bit less. Okay, let's take you down by 2. Down to 400, down to 400, 350, 400. 400, 400, 400, 400. Yeah, they've all got about 400 in them. It means they're going to take, what, 2, 3, 4 months to repopulate up to max, which means we're going to have a little bit of a meat shortage in the meantime, but, you know, there's plenty of belt buffers. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do, which gets rid of our animal feed problem, also gets rid of our uranium problem, which seems to have disappeared. What's your story? Where the hell are you trying to go? Why the hell are you trying to go there? You should not be trying to go there. Cool. All right, next thing we need to talk about is recyclables. I have a lot of recyclables. In fact, I have a very, very full recyclable belt coming from maintenance, which we need to upgrade. At the same time, it says I don't have enough maintenance too, because we keep putting down more solar panels. We need to actually put down some more solar panels in about 3 seconds. So we're going to add another machine in, and I'm going to duplicate you and throw you right there. So we're ready for the next lot of you need more maintenance. We're up to, holy crap. We're up to not enough power. Okay, fine. We'll get to that. Actually, you should be a way higher priority. That's probably a good start. Priority 5. And we'll set you... Oh, you are set to P5. Okay, I just forgot maintenance too. Alright, so we're doing 240, 480... so what's that? 960? And we only need 800. So that should be enough to catch up. Alright. Next on the list is, recyclables. I have a lot of recyclables. Like, the box is complaining about being very, very close to full, and I'm running 3 recycling plants flat out, which means I now need a 4th recycling plant, which is a problem because they use a lot of power. They also use a lot of people. The third problem it happens to be is iron scrap. Because the amount of recyclings we bring in plus our recycling efficiency means that we're processing 125, let's call it, iron scrap, multiplied by 4 recyclers now, which means I'm outputting 500 iron scrap per minute. The belt does move 450. I know what we'd say. I said we're getting the laptops today. We will get the laptops, but there's a few other problems we need to sort out. As for how I'm going to sort this problem out, I'm going to sort this problem out by ignoring it. That's pretty much it. We should get enough increased recycling capacity to make sure that this doesn't overflow, because I don't want to waste recyclables. And I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get another iron belt through this mess around here and over to here. That's a later jetty problem. All right, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Chicken farm, not enough water. But the water pipe does. The water pipe does not be built. Okay, build the water pipe. Cool. And then let's upgrade the water pipe. Probably should have let it flow first, but you know, you're not dying, are you? Yeah, you're down to 350. Yeah, you're sort of dying a little bit. Alright, truck cannot reach destination. Let me guess. It's more... Yes. 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 Yes, no. Okay, that solves that problem. Alright, water now hooked up. Yeah, we're going to get that to go away. It's fixed now. It just needs the water to actually flow in. Any second now. Oh, it's flowing in, disappearing straight away. But that's fine. At least now you've got some water. Stop your complaining. You got lots of water. You've got no water. The pipe's full. You'll get there. All right. Next thing we need to do is power. Yes, power. We keep having a problem when it gets less sunny. So I have planned in a few more solar panels. We are slowly running out of room for solar panels. I also want to make sure that you guys are set to dig every tile now. So yes, we're going to put in some more solar panels. I don't know where we're going to expand solar to next because, well, there's the entrance here for the limestone mine. Technically, we still have plenty of room over here, especially if the digging crew keeps going the way they are. Next problem I have is I have all these solar panels on this ridge. I need them all to go, which is problematic because I'm sort of using the power from them currently until I can upgrade them to the better ones, but we're not making the better ones fast enough. Well, the other thing I need to do is if I export them, I get back quartz. If I get back more quartz, then I can spend that quartz on important things, like better solar panels. In fact, I actually have too much quartz and have had... Sorry, just need to remove your uni boost because you were short on the amount of cold water you had. Okay. Quartz. The quartz contract. I have an abundance of solar panels currently. I'm actually producing too many, and therefore the quartz contract is going flat out. And I actually have spare quartz production that I haven't been using. I haven't been using it this whole time. What I want to do is obviously blow out the power grid by adding 3 more reactors, or 3 more quartz reactors on there. Quartz arc furnace. Arc furnace 2's on there, along with their relegated desalination plants to make sure we turn the low pressure steam back into water. Yes. Which is going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to cost me 1.4, 2.8, 4.2 megawatts worth of power, plus some amount of power for the reactors, plus some amount for the desalinators. They're I'm not too worried about, but mainly these guys. Also going to cost me a crap ton of workers, which means we're back at negative workers. The good news is, in our previous episode, we managed to get off this power plant, which I paused the input for the coal and the steam, but I never actually paused the power plant. So if we pause all of that, plus every single one of those that we're no longer using, we have workers again. Excellent. All right, which means we can now get into laptops. Mr. Jeff Lackintosh has promised a laptop for every child. A laptop for every child every month. So we need 46.7 laptops every single month, which is going to be expensive, but that's all right. Jeff has promised he shall pay for the infrastructure to get that up and running. So we need to work on exactly how many machines we need to make exactly how many laptops. So if we come over to here, we need to have, they make 4 apiece. We need 46, which means we need 48, which means I need 12 machines. So 12 machines should give me enough laptops. Excellent. For all our laptops, we need 2 electronics each. Yes. So if we're making 48 laptops, that's going to cost us 24 electronics too. On top of that, maintenance, we need... So we have 24 used in use currently, plus we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20... plus 20, yeah, that's where we're up to. So we're using 44, and it looks like I need to ununi boost you, unpause you, unpause you. You are full of cold water, so I need to unpause you. Not yet, but I do need to unpause all of you and prep for the next lot of data centers I need to hook up. Build that, because they're the ones that the trucks can't access. Also build that. Yeah, I'm having the trucks do things. I know, I'm shocked. All right, so we're up to 24 plus 20. Okay, so I need 44 electronics, 3 per month. Currently we're making 6, so that's 6, 12, 24, 36. So if I get these 2 running, that'll bring us up to 48. 48 is definitely a starting spot. So I need to unpause you 2, okay? Which means instantly I need to unpause you, like I said. Great. All right. With those 2 unpaused, it means I need to find them microchips. Microchips means I need to build this whole microchip build. Everything through to, I don't know about there. That'll probably cover us for everything. So with this microchip build up and running, it means I can run these two as well. Which means we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 6 is 48. So we have, what, two electronics 3 per month free. And I'm using 12 over here to make servers because I've had to fill in some new server racks, which means the server rack machine is, well, box is not full, which is problematic. On top of that, working our way backward, with these guys now running, they can fill up that box. With that box full, we're actually outputting way too much quartz into that box, which means I need a second quartz belt, which we're going to build that. We're going to build that. We're going to worm that belt through there, and worm the belt all the way over to here and up to there. So it's coming into, oh my god, somewhere in the spaghetti. It's coming, no. I can't even see the balancer anymore. No, I don't want to connect to it. I want to click on it. Okay. It's coming into this balancer. It is, yep, into that balancer. Trust me, it's under there. All right. That balancer is prioritizing out into this belt, which feeds, well, the solar build. The solar build that we make the crappy solar panels for that contract. Everything above and beyond that then gets shunted out into one of two belts. So we have a belt going up to here, plus I have a belt coming to this balancer. This balancer does, I don't know. This balancer does into these guys to run this, plus it goes out this way to run electronics 2, and it prioritizes, let's not do that, and it was prioritizing above and beyond to join this belt. Doesn't need to do that anymore. We can have a whole new belt off the first balancer to do that, which means I have a belt full of quartz, which is good because we're about to use that to hopefully fix our power problem after we go fix our worker problem, because we've already unpaused one lot of housing. Looks like one wasn't enough. Let's unpause a second lot of housing. Oh my god, that's going to put us up over 12,000 population. Yep, we went over 9,000 a long time ago. All right, so with my brand new belt full of quartz, well, a decent amount of quartz, we are making, actually we should go talk about exactly how much we've added when I find the reactors. Okay, I added 3 new machines, each doing 48 quartz each, which means 48 multiplied by 3 means I have an extra 144 poly after it's been smelted and run through polys and blah, 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 blah. I also have a crap ton more power in use and also a crap ton more teraflops in use. Okay, after I have 144 of the silicon poly, if I run it into these machines, the silicon crystallizers, I can get out silicon wafers. Turns out I can run 8 machines making silicon wafers. So we're going to copy this row of 6 and we're going to put them over here with 2 more on the end because that's how much I can run. Okay, with that calculation done, I now want to look at these guys because these make our solar panels. They need 12 apiece and that's going to give us, I honestly don't care how many monocells we get. We just need more. We need more to make more power, more solar, more everything. Okay. So you make 6 each, and you need 12, which means I can run 4 of those guys. So for the 12 of these guys using what was 144 poly, I get back 8, 16, 32 solar cells, and each actual solar building costs 120 of them. We can see how this is a very expensive process and solar takes a while to put together. Yeah, okay, so what I want to do is I basically want to put this together. I want to put this together right the way out here. That's a water. Yeah, that's a water pipe. Do I want to steal off that water pipe? Maybe. Okay. Also, at the same time, I want to plan ahead. I want to reserve a certain amount of space for another one of these builds. So we're just going to copy and paste right over the top. And if I've done it correctly, apart from that one belt, it should just work. Yeah, everything else looks like it's connected. All right. So, more teraflops. Okay. They are set to be built. No, we can be bothered. Okay, no, we can be bothered. I will just uni build 2 of them. Actually, well, we'll unpause you, and I will uni build your friend as well, and uni build your pipes so you actually run. And I guess I can unpause you. Yeah, I got 2 cooling towers going in. That should be fine. And this is coming off this cooling pipe from that tank, which should keep up, I assume. Let's upgrade you just to be sure, because we're pulling off some of this. So we're running these guys dry. Okay, they only work when it rains, and if it doesn't rain, then we're just going to run them dry. I just don't care. And then we're supplementing that off that main line from acid, and then the new ones, well, they are literally just going to be running off that main line. And we're up over Paraflops. I don't know. We've upgraded from the RTX 3090s to all the way up to the 4090s. Like, yeah, power. Okay. You ready? Oh, we don't care about. And iron scrap, we're getting there. All right. So what I want to do is I want to hook in these, and I want to make a crap ton of solar. That's really my hope. In saying that, we were making, what was the number? 32. And a thingy needs 120. So we're making in 4 months I can make 1 solar panel, and that means I can get my power to go up by 40-ish kilowatts every day, every 4 months. So it's like 10 kilowatts per month we're adding slowly over time. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to try and rectify our power. I might find a way to temporarily boost the system on the boost that we're currently doing. All right, so what I want to do is I want to bring in my different belts. Yep, I want to bring, this is quartz, so we're going to drop quartz down to ground level. Actually, let's drop it out of tile 2 first, and then drop it to ground level. And I want to bring quartz in about here, and then I need to feed it into each of these machines. So quartz should be easy. We're just going to plug and plug and plug, and then copy that and paste it here and here. Okay, so that should be the easy part. Next up is water. Now I happen to have 2 water pipes right here. In theory, they have water in them. I'm not entirely sure. Like, in theory, they should have a crap ton of water in them, because all the water we're producing here, we're doubling. 50% of it gets chewed up going back into this, and the other 50% goes into, well, a little bit here and a little bit here, a little bit here. Yeah, it's not worth the risk. We're just going to take it off this water line. Height number 2, let's go. All the way up to here. Yes, and then come out a little bit, drop down to height 1, and all the way to stop it. Let's just dump you there for a second. Can I? No, it's too close. Okay, worth a shot. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in a squiggle. That's a really bad squiggle. Can we try a different squiggle? Yes, we're going to try that sort of squiggle. All right, and then we're just going to paste these in like so. That's definitely wrong. Try again. Okay, we're going to paste those in like that. I'm going to remove the bit of pipe sticking out the end, and that should that's what I want. Should give me a whole bunch of silicon poly, which I need to bring up, out, and we'll just leave you there for a second. So I need to plug that into there, because silly buggers, and paste that in there, that in there, and that in there. Okay, so that should provide our silicon poly. Let's just get that part built. We've already got the silicon poly in. We've got the water pipe in as well, which is doing some fancy unders overs. Okay, now I'm seeing the fancy unders overs. Maybe we just leave you at the lower height once you get there. Sounds like a good idea to me. Probably helps if I build that one bit of belt. Okay. You, height number 1. Oh. Yeah, we need you to go up and over that bridge. Yeah, talk about catnip, fine. Because there's lanes under that bridge that I may want to use in the future. Alright, we'll get that pipe built. Alright, so with that done, I need to come into, oh gosh. I need to come into here. I need toggle direction, toggle direction, toggle direction, toggle, 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 and remove you. I also need to remove you and you. Maybe. Alright, with that done, we should be able to take these and plug. Sure. Plug that in there. Let's just get that half built at least. At least then we're going to have the belts and then we can make some decisions. Alright. How do I need more petaflops? Okay. Well, let's just build that one and we'll unpause it too. And you've already got the cooling tower built, so we'll just accept it. Alright. Where were we? Oh, that's a 60 belt. Okay, well, we'll just upgrade that. Problem solved. Because you're going to use 18, 36, 40, yeah. Let's upgrade you as well. Alright, so with those two done, we just need to get into these guys steel and glass. So steel and glass, conveniently, I believe, past jetty prepared. And that would be a steel belt. So a steel belt's going to come up to here. Height 3. And we're going to put steel on the bottom. To there. And then, okay, out one more tile. And then we'll just side load this up to there, it turns out. Okay, so with that done, that should bring in steel. That just leaves glass, which I'm assuming, again, past jetty prepared, and I'm assuming that one happens to be glass. I don't actually know for a fact, but we're just going to assume and find out in half a second when glass starts showing up. Perfect. Which we might want to, that's a 60 belt as well. We might just want to upgrade that slightly. Alright, enough maintenance 3. Excellent. So you know how I said we had 4 spare microchip 3s? Good news is we now have exactly 0. But you know, maintenance is catching up slowly. Yeah, green number, red number, green number. Cool. Alright, so on to these guys. So the only thing we need to do is we need to get them built, which is then going to give us a crap ton worth of solar panels, which we're going to bring up to height 3, run it completely through this mess in a dead straight line, right up to the side of that warehouse, where we will drop things down to height number 1, bring them over to here, and then plug them in the existing belt, because it makes sense to have them all stored together. Alright, so in theory, if I've done everything correct, you should have glass along any second now. Yeah, pretty much. You have your poly, you have your glass, you're just waiting on more silicon. They all seem to be running, so they have water and they have silicon. They seem to be happy. And construction part 3, we know. So high supply of solar cells. These are the ones we're trying to trade out. Which having a high supply is actually a good thing. The catch is it means that I could be trading them faster and getting quartz faster, which I could be turning into more solar panels faster, which I could then be putting down for more power for free, which means I don't have to consider a 5th nuclear reactor. 5th? 5th? Oh, hang on. How many do we have? I have 1, 2, 3. We have 6 reactors already, so I don't really want to be considering a 7th. Also, looks like I need to have yet more 4090s. So if you're curious where all the 4090s went, the answer is they all got shipped to my island. I direct contract with NVIDIA. We are mining a new type of crypto. It's called cat memes. And yes, we are mining the crap out of that. Okay, so the solar cells are up and running. They look like they're patched into there without a problem. Funnily enough, we still have managed to have 50 workers left over, which means I did something right. But it also means that I need to talk about some other plans. So one of the other plans we have is this. This is where we were exhaust scrubbing. Cool, power's over, and there's not a lot I can do about it. We were exhaust scrubbing here. It was going through this balancer, and then we're prioritizing into these guys. Turns out we're no longer doing that. We're running the exhaust in this pipe, which runs all the way through the main set of exhausts back to these guys. Because at least then, that CO2 I'm recapturing and turning into something. Which means I don't need you, or you, or you, or any... Oops. Hang on. I don't need... delete button. I don't need anything in there. I don't need that sulfur bucket. I don't need that exhaust. I don't need that water. That was an extra water dump. I do want to keep that pipe. That pipe is a magical, mystical pipe that runs all the way through everything back into this balancer for iron. So I'm going to leave that for now. Because just rerouting it by itself would be a nightmare. I'm going to remove you, going to remove you, going to remove you, going to remove everything between A and B. Yep, going to remove all of those. Going to remove all of that. Plus all of that. Plus I want to remove that squiggle. Plus, I'm going to remove that balancer. Plus, I want to remove that brine dump. And uni. Make it all... Ooh. Cancel. I want to keep that one. I hope that was the only thing I accidentally tagged. Okay, that's a brine. Okay, so the brine... I already have a brine backup pipe. Which comes off this pipe, which comes off this group. So we'll keep that. I need to keep the salt makers. I need to keep the exhaust dumping. I need to keep that pipe, and that pipe. Yes. But we have cleared out a lot of room. Plus, we're also up to 90 workers. Which is somewhere between impressive and scary. The fact that we unpaused the housing and off. You are trying to have somebody bring you brine so you can run your recipe. Let's not do that. All right. Yes, it's sort of surprising to have extra workers available because every single time I seem to unpause the housing and then, oh my gosh, we have no people left at the end of the episode. At all. Not enough maintenance 3. Please tell me. I need 730 and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 720. 32 workers. How many do I have? 90. Okay, we're still technically ahead just. Alright, so too much iron scrap. The only thing I can do about that is running a second belt. Yeah, I'm not doing that on camera. No way. No way. That's going to require belt jiggery on my belt jiggery with a belt huffery added on top. No way. All right. So we are up. We are running. We are making enough laptops in theory. Okay. And then that go onto the giant laptop belt, which is 71% full already. We just follow this through the ether. And in here... we still don't have all the laptops. But they're getting here. They're getting here. They're getting here bit by bit. Eventually... see, this is where we can see it. This is where the system was running. So it's taken it that long to pass all the way around the map and get to here. But So we're getting 0.96 currently. It does mean in, I don't know, how long does that belt take to travel? Probably like 8 months doing my luck. Yeah, it does mean when that belt gets here, in theory, that should give us enough to keep up with demand entirely. So we should see, first off, this buffer fill up, although we're at 47.6. So we're making an extra 0.4 laptops per month. Jeff, I think you have to open up your wallet again. We're not making quite nearly enough. Side note, how are the farms going? Okay, so they all seem to be running fine. I'm not expecting to see this belt full, but I'm expecting to see every single one of these fans spinning, which is really what I want to see. Also, I want to see that you are running. Yes, you're running. Yes, you're running. Same with you guys. They all seem to be running. The chicken belt seems to be running fine. That's chicken carcass belt. The egg belt is also running fine. Okay, power is an issue. I don't disagree. Power is an issue. We will eventually fix power as I manage to get more and more solar panels put down, because that's really going to be my answer for solar for right now. You are being filled currently via, that looks like the contracted uranium. And you have 2-4 available. And we pick up 360 multiplied by 8 is 280. So you're going to be leaving very, very soon to go pick up a bunch more uranium, which will then get rid of that error message. But we are very, very close. And I think that's it. I think that's the only things we've had planned for this episode. Now, I want to go look at the consumer electronics station. Okay, an extra 3.6 uni. That's exactly what I want to see. All right, so with that done, we now have 3.6 uni. We have maximum food, maximum electricity, water we'll talk about in just a second. Max household goods, max household appliances. Consumer electronics are humming along. Hospital's doing great. Settlement quality is at 0.98. No idea why I'm not getting the 1.0 bonus, but we'll just move along. Other decorations being Tomb of Captains is 0.5 and health is 0.88. And I'm pretty sure I had a total at the bottom which just disappeared right off the screen. As for our poop problem is we've officially exceeded the total amount of poop that we can process, which means I need to do something logical with it. These guys do 160 each, so 2 of them is 320, 4 of them is 640, and we output 660. So what I need to do is grab a pipe, take you up to height number 2, and run over here where I have another processing plant already pre-built. We'll bring you to there, we'll bring you to there, bring you to there, and then to here. I need to come down at ground level so we can apply it to the waste processing plant. Yes, because this is exactly how we're going to fix this particular problem. I'm going to prioritize the crap out of going in the opposite direction to feed these guys, and then whatever be left over, which I'm assuming right at the moment is a lot of shit, shall exit the system and just wander off to the sea. We're producing 27 extra per month, which is not a whole lot of a lot. We do need to wait for the system to unback up, and in the meantime, we're just going to dump our waste straight into the lake. The good news is, if you happen to be living on the southern corner of the slums, not only is your housing built on trash, but we're also dumping sewage into the sea right outside your bedroom window. So, with all that done and all our plans completed, I think we're going to be done with today's episode. I think I need to call it here. I do need to desperately get some more solar panels built. No idea how we're going to go about that, apart from I paste them down and I wait. Maybe I can chew through some spare quartz. Obviously I'm going to make a whole lot of spare quartz when I start ripping these up, so that might come into it as well. I don't know, but what I do know is I need to call this episode here so I can go route an iron scrap pipe belt which won't fit, and we also have a high supply of broken glass, why broken glass goes to 4 machines. This is how it was previously before I rearranged everything. I wonder if it is glass. Yeah, my production's the red line being 216, and my consumption's the 216, the red line, and the production's 257. So, yes, I need to do something about broken glass, which means I need to do something about getting another smelter up and running to run the broken glass, or we just get all the smelters up and running, which means I can disconnect or decommission all of this, move it all over here. It's all planned out. It's literally just waiting for the people, the construction parts, and the power. The power's a really big one. But I need to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys in the very next episode of Captain Industry, where I don't know what's left. I don't know what's left that we need to conquer before we finally get into rocket launching and satellites. Rocket launching. No satellites in this one, just rocket launching. Anyway, I will call it here. As always, thank you for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys in the very next video. All right, bye.